Okay, I am back from San Diego Comic-Con. What an incredible trip that was. I'm still reeling from how much fun I had. I need to thank every single one of you that came up to me and said hi. I was blown away by the amount of people out there recognizing me. That was incredible. I really appreciate your guys' support. It does not go unnoticed. Shoutouts to Dio for getting me that Venom shirt. Shoutouts to Ethan for getting me the Spider-Man art. And also, of course, it was so much fun to be there live for the Mortal Kombat 1 panel where they revealed so much. We got the Umgadi trailer that gave us Li Mei, Baraka, and Tanya, and then we also got the full Kombat Pack DLC trailer. It blew my mind. And while you'd be surprised how much information we have gotten in the last 24 hours for Mortal Kombat 1 since those reveals, I wouldn't be surprised if you scroll down and hit that thumbs up button right now, especially if you were as hyped as I was for the DLC reveals. We're gonna jump into all that today. So first off, I wanted to go over the official character bios that we now got for the 3 newly revealed characters that we got from that recent Umgadi trailer. The first one being the throwback. We got a 3D era returning in Mortal Kombat 1. Li Mei is back in action, looking better than ever. I love some of her crazy looking abilities in this game. And Li Mei's bio here reads as follows. As her parents' firstborn daughter, Li Mei was claimed by the Umgadi, the warrior priestesses who guard Outworld's royal family. Li Mei's service began with high expectations. Her early success caught the eye of the royal family, but it all fell apart when a terrible tragedy unfolded. Li Mei was blamed for this, and in the aftermath, she did the unthinkable. She quit the Umgadi. Friendless and alone, Li Mei needed a new purpose. She joined Sundo's Constables, the Outward capital's rough and tumble police force. Over time, she became their first constable. Li Mei is glad to be the capital guardian. Still, she hopes one day to redeem herself. And yeah, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Sundo, from what I understand, that's actually the home of Li Mei from past MK games. You know, that's a place in Outworld. And so in terms of where she comes from, you know, the setting in which Li Mei is placed in, that seems pretty similar from the past origin. There's just a couple of new tidbits in there, of course, with Mortal Kombat 1 being a brand new timeline. And sticking with the Umgadi theme, we also got the bio for Tanya. Now, this actually came from Discord, so you're not getting the fancy graphic like we got for Li Mei and like we will have for Baraka, which I'll go over in a second. But Tanya's bio here reads as follows. Chosen as an infant from Outworld's firstborn daughters, Tanya was raised by the Umgadi's priestesses. She's never known her birth family. As she grew older and saw their initiates wash out, Tanya feared that she would share their fate, but that fear spurred success. After many attempts, Tanya passed her trials and became a full Umgadi. Over time, Tanya became one of the Order's most trusted members. She was the obvious choice when it needed to choose a new leader for the royal family's personal guard. As an Umgadi, Tanya is sworn to piety and chastity. That is why her bond with Princess Melina, were it known, would cause a scandal. By following her heart, Tanya risks not only her position, but also her life. I'm really interested to learn more about the Umgadi in Mortal Kombat 1, to see what's going on with Li Mei, to see what's going on with Tanya, but I will say in general, I am so glad that these characters are in the base roster. There's a lot of really cool Mortal Kombat ninjas, both male and female, here in MK1, and that makes me very happy. I've been saying for a while that what I want to see in this game is a stacked roster full of MK ninjas, and we're getting that. But okay, finally, one of the bigger surprises actually, because I kind of thought that this character wasn't going to make it into the roster for MK1, we got Baraka. And Baraka's got a very different origin in MK1. It's right here with his bio, defender of the Tarkatans. Baraka was once a respected Outworld merchant, but that life ended in an instant when he contracted the dreaded Tarkat plague. Incurable, contagious, and the cause of several physical deformities, Tarkat turned Baraka into a monster. He was cast out and doomed to live out his days in a colony of similarly afflicted Outworlders. When Baraka first arrived, the colony was in disarray. His fellow Tarkatans had given up and were ready to die. Their hopelessness lit a fire in Baraka's heart. He spares no effort to better his fellow Tarkatans' lives. He knows that as long as he fights, he will never truly be a victim. And this is such an interesting change for Baraka, because in years past, in the previous games, I mean, even if you look at MK11, the dude's just eating brains. He's a freaking monster. But in MK1, you know, with the Tarkatans not necessarily being a race, but rather the Tarkat plague is what turns them into the Tarkatans, it's a little tragic this time around, and especially in Baraka's case. You know, he was someone who was respected in Outworld, and after being infected by the disease, he turned into a Tarkatan, and well, he's been outcast. And I'm super intrigued to see what they're gonna do with his character, because honestly, there's a lot of sympathy to be felt here now. But at the end of the day, in terms of design, I mean, that's classic Baraka right there. So I very much love what they're doing. And I'm also really interested to see, you know, with that Tarkat plague, that infection, it's affecting Melina now. How is that all gonna play out? But okay, I know why you guys clicked on this video, all right? We got that Kombat Pack DLC revealed to us finally. The entire DLC pack was revealed, all 6 characters, and oh my goodness, again, it blew the roof off the place at San Diego Comic-Con. When I tell you my ears were ringing after that panel, like seriously, I am not kidding. It was crazy how loud people were roaring for that DLC reveal. And well, we got 3 guest characters in there, all right? We got Homelander, we got Peacemaker, and we got Omni-Man. All 3 of them I am so hyped about, especially Omni-Man and Homelander. Oh my goodness, that is such a dream matchup. I cannot wait to play the game and have them 2 face off against each other. But the number 1 question on all of our minds, of course, is always going to be, are the people who are the respective actors for these characters going to do the voice? You know, Anthony Starr, we can clearly see, has the likeness there with Homelander, so that's great. And it seems as well the same thing for John Cena and Peacemaker. And then with Omni-Man, I mean, it's not the likeness of J.K. Simmons. It kind of looks like him. Obviously, he's got the J. Jonah Jameson mustache going on, but at the end of the day, we're hoping that the voice is there. We're hoping that the voice is there for all 3 of these guest characters. And well, we got one of them officially confirmed, and it gets me extremely excited. Because if you're asking me, this is the one voice I feel like we couldn't replicate. I would be okay with the other 2, but this is the one where I feel like I did not want there to be a sound alike. And that's right, it's been officially confirmed. J.K. Simmons is indeed going to be voicing Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat 1. This was actually confirmed by none other than Ed Boon. You know, he said that J.K. Simmons is returning in this game to voice Omni-Man, and I'm so hyped about it. Oh my goodness. Again, this is the one they had to land. Discussing Film tweeted out J.K. Simmons will voice Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat 1, and the official Invincible Twitter page responded with the meme there of Omni-Man holding his hands out and saying, look at the size of this W. The Mortal Kombat Twitter page quoted with a quote from Omni-Man saying, someone thinks they're too clever for us. They all think that at first. And oh man, I mean, Invincible just had a trailer for season 2 drop. I'm so hyped for it. It's coming on November 3rd, and I have a feeling we got some brand synergy going on here. We're probably going to see Omni-Man coming out at some point around then as well. Ed Boon also had a chance to talk with Robert Kirkman, you know, the co-creator of Invincible, to talk about Omni-Man being in Mortal Kombat 1, and he even tweeted out saying, good time chatting with Robert Kirkman about Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat 1. I bet you can guess one of Omni-Man's fatalities. And while thanks to YouTube demonetization, I can't really show you any of my actual guesses, but I'm pretty confident that either one of his fatalities are going to be the train scene, you know which scene I'm talking about, or the scene where he's squishing the guy's head. You also know what I'm talking about. But honestly, you can look at several moments from Omni-Man in Invincible and say, you know what? Yep, that could be a really good fatality for Mortal Kombat. So your guess is as good as mine, but I'm just so happy that J.K. Simmons is coming back in this game and he's going to be voicing Omni-Man. Now all I'm hoping for is that they confirm that John Cena is doing the voice for Peacemaker and that Anthony Starr is back to do the voice as Homelander. Because even the thought of Anthony Starr's Homelander having an intro dialogue with J.K. Simmons' Omni-Man gives me goosebumps. The only unfortunate thing, and I think a lot of people overlook this actually, is that in that Kombat Pack trailer, it mentions that Homelander is not coming out all the way until the spring of 2024. I'm pretty sure that they're going to be saving the best for last in that scenario. We might be starting off with a bang on Omni-Man if they're going to have the brand synergy and release it around the same time as Invincible Season 2, and then we might end with a huge bang as well, with Homelander potentially being the last DLC character for the Kombat Pack. We're gonna have to wait and see. Lots of exciting coverage to come in these coming months for Mortal Kombat 1, so just make sure you're subscribed to this channel and got those notifications on. So much MK1 content coming your way. And with that being said, I now want to kick it to you guys. Sound off with your thoughts in the comment section below. First of all, what do you think about the character bios for Baraka, Li Mei, and Tanya? And then also, how excited are you to hear that J.K. Simmons is going to be returning to voice Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat 1? Sound off with all your thoughts in the comment section below. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, hit that thumbs up button. I've been Caboose, and I'll see you guys later.